What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sam Adams here, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at the Crew beta because I got invited into it and I wanted to play it. And this is actually going to be a really kind of a short video for me because I already have developed an opinion on it, and I highly doubt that's going to change. So, basically, what is the Crew? It's an open world racer, a lot like Burnout Paradise, except not Burnout Paradise at all. Basically, you and your brother are involved in a street racing team slash squad, or whatever you want to call it, and it's called the 510, and your brother is the actual CEO, or whatever you would call the leader of the 510, and he ends up getting killed by someone else in a car. You end up getting arrested because a bad cop blames you for your brother's murder, and all in all, you make this grudgy kind of feeling, a lot like Aiden Pierce. Wow, check that out. By a game developed by Ubisoft, it sounds a lot like Watch Dogs. So I kind of blew that off in the back of my mind. Then I looked at the people's faces. The people almost look identical whenever you're looking at cutscenes from Watch Dogs. They have that kind of, it looks like a human, but it's not a human kind of thing. You can tell it's animated. It's got that same Watch Dogs look to it. But again, I kind of blew that off. So, as you know, you're going through all the tutorials and stuff, getting to know stuff, changing from manual to automatic, which I could not find out how to change the gears in the manual transmission. That was kind of annoying because I like driving in manual, just because whenever I'm playing a racing game and I'm playing in automatic, I don't really feel like I'm doing anything other than pinning the R2 trigger, but I digress. I continued to play. So, as I got further and further into it, I finally finished the prologue. So far, we have a story that's very similar to Watch Dogs and just as uninteresting as Watch Dogs. We have character models and graphics that look almost identical to Watch Dogs. And then we get into the actual driving part. I decided to do what you are watching here, drive from Detroit to New York City just to see how long it would take. It ended up taking about 20 minutes or so, I believe. And as I was driving, the graphics, the fonts, there are like things on the way to New York City that you'll probably see a couple of in this video, where they're like little side missions that earn you XP to upgrade your car, which is also a pretty cool idea. I'll give it that. But as you're driving, it looks just like whenever you're getting chased up by the police in Watch Dogs, and you can activate one of those sewer things that blows up and kills all of the cops and stuff like that. It looks just like that. So I have decided that instead of giving the Crew a fair chance and buy it whenever it comes out and actually play it, through the beta I have determined that since this was developed coinciding with Watch Dogs during the same development time period, basically they took the driving from Watch Dogs, put it into the Crew, and made it into this kind of quote-unquote open world racing game, because it's not really open world. Well, actually, I take that back. It is open world, but they boast that you can drive from West Coast to East Coast, and that simply isn't true because the sections of the United States that don't have anything in them, such as wheat fields in Idaho or, other places like outside of, I don't know, Idaho. If you get through places like that, they've shortened that span a lot. So it takes a lot less time to go from east to west coast, probably about an hour if I had to guess, but I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. So it's not really a full across America racer thing, but they basically took Watch Dogs and they put it into the racing format. And all in all, I could see how it would work. I was hoping this would be Burnout Paradise of the new generation, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case because Burnout Paradise is an amazing game, and the Crew, it feels just like Watch Dogs, and I, for one, wasn't a fan of Watch Dogs, but I did see last week where I think Watch Dogs shipped 9 million or 9 billion copies, one of the illions, and people tended to like that game, more or less, so if you really liked Watch Dogs, this is the kind of thing you would want to see. I would recommend that if you did like that experience, try out for the beta, because as you can see here, it looks pretty identical to Watch Dogs as far as I can see. And that about wraps it up. So if you like this video or you like the gameplay of the Crew beta, drop me a like down below. Comment what you think about how the game looks, and if you're playing it, what you think about it. And if you get a second, head over to my channel and check out some of my other content. I tend to post a wide range of videos, and I tend to post a lot of them. So you might find something that you like there, and if that's the case, I would recommend you subscribe. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.